Hi, my name is Nicole. I turned 50 years old this year in March, and I am a single mother of 5 children. I am a widow. My husband died of a brain injury 5 years ago, and I have battled food and carb addiction my entire adult life, most likely due to all the low fat restrictions and everything that my mom put on me growing up. Though I was just kind of an average kid, she was part of that low fat craze from the 70s and 80s. I became an adult and I battled weight on and off. It wasn't until after my husband passed away that I gained weight very rapidly. My food addiction kind of spiraled. Probably due to the trauma that I suffered of losing my husband. I don't know whether that would be the reason behind it, but that's the time correlation. And then I discovered keto, and I remember I had remembered Atkins from many years ago, and keto reminded me of the induction phase of Atkins. And I discovered keto, and that was probably about 3.5 years ago. And I tried keto on and off for 2 years, failing miserably because I could not overcome the addiction to the food. It was the constant trying to make things keto, and then it would just turn into, forget it, I'm just going to eat, whatever I want. So I didn't gain any weight during that time, but I also really didn't lose any. Then I discovered Carnivore. I happened to follow Jordan Peterson, and I heard about his interview with Joe Rogan, and I watched the video, and I was like, 30 days. I can do anything for 30 days. So I committed 100% all in to a carnivore lifestyle on July 9th of 2018. I committed to 30 days, regardless of every single thing that was going to go on in those 30 days. The county fair, birthdays, outings for the summer, didn't matter what it was. I was committed to 30 days solid, no matter what. And I thought, at the end of 30 days, I can eat whatever I want. It'll be fine, whatever. 30 days came and went, and I had felt better than I had ever felt in my entire life. And I knew that I had finally discovered the way to my healthy future and the way to me being the best mom that I could be, the best person, the best everything. So I continued on my journey. I would say it was probably a good 4 or 5 months before I ate anything that was not carnivore. And even then it was like a simple thing with a meal when I was out with friends or something like that. I discovered a keto friendly doctor in October of 2018. Amazing guy, been prescribing keto for 8 years, not a functional med doctor, just a regular general practice doctor. He was fascinated by carnivore. He had 1 or 2 other patients that were carnivore, and he did all my testing and everything was good. Everything looked amazing. I had been on carnivore for about 4 or 5 months at that time. He just wanted to follow me every few months. And the only time I get on a scale is when I go to the doctor. I will not be a slave to a number on a scale. But I I will attach a picture. I've lost over 100 pounds by now. I still feel better than I've ever felt in my life. I am more active, though I'm 50 and have some creaking in my bones and stuff. I'm more active. I work on my feet. I work part-time for benefits for me and my children. And so I work on my feet at Starbucks all the time. So that's kind of my activity. I don't do a ton of exercise other than swim in our pool. But I am thrilled with my life, my mental clarity. I was also suffering from anxiety. That's completely disappeared. I suffered with not bouts of strong depression, but mild depression. That has also completely disappeared. I'm a better human being for carnivore. I consider myself very unapologetic for my way of eating. I have a lot of acquaintances that are vegan and vegetarian. And obviously, working at Starbucks, I see a lot of people that are into alternative lifestyles. And I am very unapologetic about the way that I eat. I have studied this way of eating inside and out for over a year now. And I am very comfortable and confident in my defense of my way of eating. I follow Dr. Berry very closely. Dr. Baker, I follow Kevin Stock very closely. I follow Dr. Saladino very closely. So I kind of am very comfortable with the science behind how I eat. And that's kind of my story. I'm 50 years old. I'm 1 year and almost 1 month into my carnivore way of eating. I celebrate now by buying myself something really cool, like a new Louis Vuitton or something like that, instead of celebrating anything with food. My journey is certainly not complete. I still have weight to lose. Who knows what my skin will look like when I'm done? I'm sure there will be extra skin, but it will be my battle scars for what I have done and what I've accomplished. Thanks so much for always advocating for this way of life, Dr. Baker. You're definitely appreciated in our community.